Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have with me the Lumix S9 and the Lumix GM1. In this video, I want to talk about why I think this GM1 is more fun than this Lumix S9. Let's do this! Before we dive in too far, I think some context is very important. I have made a video, my first impressions, hand-on preview on this Lumix S9. I'll put the link to the video up here. Please check it out if you have not done so. 2 days after I've published that video, I received a long email from Lumix USA. It wasn't a very pleasant email, but before I get into the email, let me summarize what I've said in my first impression video on this Lumix S9. I said that this S9 is a great camera for content creators. It is designed with a lot of interesting video features like real-time LUT, it has OpenGate 6K, and I think that as a camera for content creators, it does very well. The title of the video was Lumix S9 almost a hit, but crippled for photographers. Now, I am a photographer. This channel is all about photography, and if you look at this camera from a photographer's point of view, it is not a great camera. It has some missing features, very important features like there's no mechanical shutter, there's no electronic viewfinder, there's no hot shoe, right? So if you are a photographer, if you're looking for a camera, this Lumix S9 may be not for you. In that video, I mentioned very briefly in passing that in the Lumix GM5, which was one of the smallest camera that Lumix has made like about 8-9 years ago, they managed to squeeze an electronic viewfinder. If they can do that, why can't they put it in this S9? And this could have been a micro four thirds camera. Instead of making it full frame, if they downsize it to micro four thirds, they don't have to do so many compromises. I just thought that this is a missed opportunity. This could have been a great camera. It could have been a fantastic micro four thirds camera without taking out so many features, and photographers would have appreciated this as a micro four thirds camera. That's all I said as a summary in that Lumix S9 video. And then 2 days later, the long email came. I have no idea what the email was all about. It was sort of like a counter argument to all my points. 80% of the email was about how GM5 was not better than this S9. It was talking about, oh, GM5 has smaller battery than the S9. Oh, GM5 has poorer autofocus. How can you compare with this S9? Oh, GM5 has an older image sensor. The sensor is slower. The S9 has a faster sensor. And the GM5 electronic viewfinder wasn't even great. Like, shouldn't be compared to this S9. The GM5 cannot record 4K. The mechanical shutter was not really great. The fastest speed was 1/500 and the GM5 has an older technology, slower processor. It's an inferior camera. Like, I shouldn't be comparing against this S9. 80% of the email was about that, and I was like, why are we comparing GM5 with S9? This is like almost 10 years apart, right? 9-10 years apart, and there's no reason to compare, and I wouldn't even do that. All I did was I mentioned if you can include an electronic viewfinder in such a tiny camera, why can't you do that here? And if you can't, why don't you make this micro four thirds? That's all I said. And the second part of the email about the remaining 20%, the person was rambling on about how 1.14 billion smartphone users, they don't care about mechanical shutter, they don't care about flash, they don't care about banding, they don't care about all these technical specs. They just want to have fun. And he claimed that this S9 is designed for them because they are hobbyists, they just want to have fun, and they don't care about all this real camera stuff. Now here's the thing. Out of all these 1.14 billion smartphone users, I don't think they bought the smartphone for the sake of just the camera. I bought this smartphone because I want to use the smartphone features. A lot of people buy smartphones for smartphones, right? Not really for the camera. Now, if I were to dive deeper into photography, if I want to play with a camera, don't you think I want a real camera without so many compromises? Anyways, I can go on and on countering his point, but that's not the issue here. What I take offense the most was the ending of the email. He said, "Robin, have we forgotten how to have fun in photography? The Lumix S9 is made to be fun. A lot of people using this camera to take photo will have a lot of fun. It will satisfy all these smartphone users. Robin, don't you know how to have fun?" Huh? Have you watched my channel? Have you seen any of my shutter therapy videos? Have you seen me going out with the cameras? And have you seen my face, how happy I am every time I'm having fun with a camera? That I cannot take lightly. In the spirit of having fun with a camera, may I present to you the world's smallest interchangeable lens camera, also made by Lumix more than 10 years ago. This is the Lumix GM1. And I'm gonna share with you my thoughts on why I think this GM1 is more fun than this S5. And I have 5 reasons to do so. Now, let me be very, very clear here. We're not comparing technical specifications. We're not comparing which camera is better. Of course, the S9 is a new camera in terms of image quality, autofocus, blah, 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 video capture, everything. This is superior, right? It has 5 image stabilization. But, hey, the guy from Lumix says, nobody cares about technical specifications. Nobody really cares about all this advancement in photography. People just want to have fun. So, let's look at fun. Reason number 1, why GM1 is so much more fun than the S9. It is so much smaller. The smaller the camera, the easier you can fit it in your pocket. Try fitting this S9 in your pocket. I'm sure it'll be a huge struggle. The best camera is the camera that you have with you. It's the camera that you can carry with you everywhere at all times. Best photo opportunities can happen at most unexpected time. The smaller the camera is, the easier for you to bring it with you. And to me, that is definitely more fun. Number 2, lenses. Have you seen the lenses on this GM1? Micro Four Thirds lenses. This is 17 f1.8 Olympus. Look at how tiny it is. Tiny lenses means that you can have a smaller combo on the camera, which makes it more fun. Look at this, 45 f1.8 Olympus. It is so fun to use. Of course, you're gonna compare on this S9. If I were to attach 85 f1.8 and maybe 35 f1.8, of course, it's not the same. Equivalence is gonna come into the question, but remember, we're not talking about equivalence here. We're not talking about technical specs. We're not talking about which is better. We're talking about which is more fun. Once you attach these large lenses, this is not a small camera anymore. It's not going to be as fun as, say, using this GM1 paired with maybe this 17 f1.8. This combo is definitely going to be more fun. Number 3. This Lumix pancake lens is a joke. This 26 f8 with fixed aperture, no autofocus, manual focus only, and having plastic mount to boot. Now I have a more fun alternative for this GM1. This is the 7 Artisans 18mm f6.3 Mark II. It is made of full metal construction. It has f6.3 aperture, and it is so much tinier. I'm just gonna take out this lens and compare the size. Look at how much smaller it is. Hey, we're not comparing which is better, right? We're not comparing which is superior. We're just comparing which is more fun. The smaller one is definitely more fun, and I don't have to pay such a hefty price for it. I think in Malaysia, this lens is selling for more than 1,000 ringgit, while this only sells for like 185 ringgit. That's what I bought it for. That's like less than 20% of the cost. Cheaper, more fun, right? And to have a lens that costs more than 1,000 ringgit with no autofocus, fixed aperture, I don't see any fun in that, I'm sorry. Number 4, this I have to show you. Oh, what's this? Oh, did you look at that? Oh, and it flashes. Camera flash. The GM1 has a built-in flash, and because it has a mechanical shutter, it can take flash photography. To me, flash photography is fun. If you haven't tried flash photography, I highly suggest that you do so. In the S9, there is no hot shoe, there's only cold shoe at the top, no mechanical shutter, no flash photography. And finally, to write home about the point why I think GM1 is so much more fun, I've made so many videos bringing this GM1 out for shutter therapy sessions. If you guys are not aware about my shutter therapy, it's about me bringing camera out and having fun. Nothing else, just having fun. Typically, it's just street photography. I go around finding the subjects that I love, I point a camera at them, I just snap away. And I've made so many videos proving that this GM1 is just such a fun camera to use. I've had so much fun over the years shooting with this GM1. I just don't think how anyone can accuse me of not knowing how to have fun with my cameras. I think that's just uncalled for, really. That's all I have to share about my comparison between this Lumix S9 and this Lumix GM1 and why I think overall the GM1 is more fun. Feel free to disagree with me. I'm not saying that the GM1 is a better camera than the S9. It's not fair to compare. The GM1 was launched more than 10 years ago. The S9 is the latest camera from Lumix. Of course, in terms of technology, in terms of image quality, in terms of performance, the S9 will win. No comparison. But hey, someone told me from Lumix USA that it's not about technical specs. Nobody cares about mechanical shutter. We only want to care about fun. And if fun is the only consideration factor, GM1, trust me, this is definitely more fun. If you have found my sharing beneficial, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and have fun taking photographs. Don't let other people tell you how to have fun. You do it your way. Bye-bye.